everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's video is a plan with me for the week of August 4th through August 11th using this Salt Air kit from miss+meow foiled in silver. I also grabbed the florals for this kit, and then I had a journaling kit called Salty Air from the Pretty Pink Co. that's in collaboration with the Paper Crown Planner that I purchased with intent to use for a different kit, but it didn't work out because those colors just weren't the right colors for that kit. I think it was the sea salt kit, and the colors just weren't right. There was too much beige in this kit for that sea salt kit. So I decided the colors here worked better and pulled the kit into pulled that journaling kit here, and I had a journaling collection or pieces of a journaling collection from Nikki+3 called, that collection was called In the Sand, that uses the same clip art. I'm pretty sure it's all the same. Well, not all of it, but a lot of the clip art is the same. So it made sense to pull that into the spread to make it a very, cohesive look since the clip art was all the same. And since I had so much of the clip art, I knew I wanted to, I had been wanting to create a scene in my spread, like in my weekly spread. And by scene, I mean like a large scene that extends, more than, it extends past the sidebar and extends, across the span of the spread. And my struggle with that was I like using my full boxes, and the idea of creating a scene kind of takes up a lot of the retail space that I normally would use for my full boxes. So I knew coming into this I would need to omit one of the bottom washies, and I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm over the florals in the bottom washi, but I'm kind of, I kind of want different things, right? I kind of want something other than a floral and then a pattern in my bottom washies. I'm thinking like Starlight Paper Studio and how they have like the grid on one of the, like a grid pattern or a night scene, or Dash of Sun's glow kit, which I'm using or just finished using actually, and how it has like that night scene. So I'm craving something that's not florals, and I know florals are very easy, like bottom washi, people love it. But I think since I came into the kids community kind of like this year, later than a lot of people, I I guess I just like the look of other types of washi, I guess is what I'm saying. So I pulled in this wave washi because I wanted to create kind of like a beach scene. So it made the most sense to use the wave washi. This is what, like, not pulled me into this kit, but this washi is something I really like about it, this pattern here. And yeah, so that's that. And I used a lot of elements from that Nikki+3 journaling collection, and also from two freebies I got from Saucy Stickers Co., which was Tara from the Sticker Garden and Jenny from Jenny and Her Plans, their freebies, to create this whole little scene at the bottom, which I'm really like excited for, and I really love how it turned out. And since I don't know, I have this thing where if I tilt the boxes, I need to like line them in some way just to give them some sort of definition. However, since I did construct this bottom area with the idea that the full boxes were part of the scene, I didn't want to like use box liners, excuse me, or anything like that, because it kind of would make, like, it pull them out of the scene at that, in my head, like to me that would pull them out of the scene. So I just used like that washi I was using earlier and some corners from the Pretty Pink Co. just to give them some amount of definition so they're not like floating in the space, but not too much where they would stand out. For my monthly script area, I knew I saw this Polaroid with like this wave pattern in it, and I knew I wanted to use it. So I created this little collage and then laid the Polaroid on top. And this is what I'm using for my monthly script area. I pulled the August in from the freebie from Paper Trail Plans. It looks so good. I love it. I really like what I did here. And I'm like, I think I'm trying to, I want to pull more of these in. So I'm hoping like Polaroids like this big are present in future kits. Because like while I do like the look of the foiled Polaroid, I think there's something to be said about like the matte paper Polaroid. It just gives the kit a different feel. It gives the spread, not the kit. Well, yes, the kit, but it gives the spread like a different feel. Because like sometimes too much foil can be a little overbearing. But then after this point, I was like, what what do I do with my sidebar? I kind of blew my load with the bottom scene here. And then I remembered, hey, this is a miss+meow kit. And my miss+meow kits all have flat lays of some sort with clothes. So luckily, the Nikki Plus 3 kit had like a couple of outfit choices that I could pull in. So I did that. And then I remembered I had the footprints from Paper Trail Plans, and I was debating whether it was too much to pull them in. But then I remember I kind of always just do too much sometimes anyway, so why not? If it makes me happy, go ahead and put it down on the paper. So that is basically my sidebar and my bottom area. That's because it's not really washi. For my date covers, since I do have the full length look at the bottom, the extended look at the bottom, I wanted to continue that motif into the top date cover area. So I just took my washi and, lined it from side to side. And then I had the extended or full length, Dash of Sun Design calls them, Chelsea calls them full length washi. There's just been talk in the community of calling it extended washi. So I typically will refer to it as extended, even though this one is called full length. I don't remember what Paper Trail Plans calls them. I'm gonna have to look that up and pop it up somewhere, because I know Paper Trail Plans also does this idea of extended washi or full length washi or full length elements, because this isn't a washi, this is a garland. But I do I do struggle with putting this down with the coils in the way, just because I do work, for some reason, I work right to left. And I think that's because I'm left-handed. So like my left hand is usually what's on top, which does cover up part of the paper. So if I try to go left to right, it doesn't really, it just doesn't work that way. Like there's no like real reason why I can't do it like functionally, like practically, not functionally, practically do it left to right. But with the hand dominance, the left hand just gets in the way, and I'm like, okay, let's go right to left here. And you'll see that it's a lot easier for me to do it this way, because here I have less problems putting that garland down, and then pulling in some florals from the floral add-on to just fill in that white space a little bit, but not too much, because I do have a lot of large, well, I don't know if large is the right word, some stand out foiled elements up in the top here. I'm sure if I had a floral washi, I probably would have pulled it up and layered it under the garland, but I didn't have it, so we didn't do that. And then I pull in, what are they called? Like floral, like mini floral hibiscus or something. It's from Sadie Stickers. Just to bring a touch more foil into the date cover area, just to even it out, right? You have some at the top, you have some at the bottom, so pull a little bit into the middle. So that's the date cover area. And then I remember struggling a little bit with my full boxes, because I have 2 at the bottom, and I was like, do I count those as part of my 7? Or do I try to squeeze in at least one more somewhere? And I just took a look at the retail space, because I have this weird thing in my head where I want to make sure all of the days get like an even distribution of white space. Not that it really matters in the long term, but for some reason, like I'm like, well, there's already a full box here, so like I can't put another one down because then this day has less white space than another day. Um, and I like I don't know why that is, but that's that's how my brain works. So um, that's why like Thursday, no, that's not Thursday. I'm working on Thursday. Saturday's full box is the one that's at the bottom with the umbrella scene, and Monday's full box is that one tucked off to the side because like I'm like those full boxes are already dedicated, so I can't put any more down. Just weird little things. And I know, and another thing that was like happening at the time, I was like, well, this is new and this is how I usually do it. So do I do the thing I usually do, or do I not do the thing that I usually do? How do I do this? Um, so the things that go on in my head when I'm trying new things in my planner. And now I'm kind of like on time for my day by day. Look at that. Um, I wanted to make sure I pulled in more like torn papers and things like that because I feel like I haven't really been using them in my day to day. So I challenged myself this time to make sure I use more of them. And I do want to point out that this segment, I believe I finished my base before August 24th. And I say that because August 24th, um, I was involved in a car crash. Everyone is okay. I am okay. No broken bones, no concussions, anything like that. Everyone is okay. But due to the accident, my hands, I was the one, I was in the driver's seat always when a voiceover or when I'm talking. Sorry, I was in the driver's seat, and when the impact happened, so sorry about that. If you heard that, hopefully you didn't. So my wrists were in a lot of pain, but I wanted to do something to get my mind off of the accident. And I hadn't touched my planner in a while, so I did come back to my planner. um and like, not that it was super painful laying down the stickers, but my wrist did start to like hurt after a little while, and I was like, all right, we're not going to try to write anything, because I had done a little bit of like, paperwork and stuff earlier in the week, and I was like, this really kind of hurts, and I already have a heavy hand, so like it made it worse. I'm really sorry, like somebody is like, something's going on outside with someone's car. It keeps backfiring. I have no idea what's going on out there. I could get, sorry, I'm back on track. So that is a long-winded way for me to say I'm not going to be writing in my plans for this week and for a couple of plan with me's. I'm actually kind of liking how it looks for like the socials, so I might stick to this kind of look for a little while. It's not a matter of like me not wanting to write anything in for the time period. It was just mostly like my wrists were hurting, and I didn't want to cause any more pain by trying to write things down anymore. So for this plan with me and for the next few, maybe for a while, the plans wouldn't be written in, or won't be written in. But if you feel very strongly about having them written in, just let me know, because then I'll go back to it. It's just like I'm kind of vibing with this look right now, even though it was originally done out of necessity. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind later. So I'm sorry. This is a whole long diatribe. Let's get back on track. So Monday, Coffee Monday. Then oh, that's, oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong day. This is the second time I've had to do this voiceover. My first voiceover didn't save, so I'm in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. Okay. On Monday, I quote unquote slept in, which was probably because we had a long night with Bub, so therefore I just didn't wake up to my alarm. And when I did wake up, I was like, oh my god, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 6 o'clock. I slept in. Yes, 6 o'clock is sleeping in for me. Then I had a planning sesh, which I posted on my sidebar. Like I did like my little sidebar things where I talk about it in my stories. Then I folded laundry for the night. On Tuesday, does anyone else fight with Microsoft Words? Microsoft Word. Do you have words with Microsoft Word? Because I've been having a lot of words with Microsoft Word recently. And then we I also was also fighting with our kind of document management system we call CQ. I hate Microsoft Word and document management systems sometimes. So that's that. Then I had my bonfire plan with me go live, and we played with trains that night. Playing with trains, especially if it's clickety clack track, is very cathartic. Like it scratches an itch, and I don't like. I get it. At first, I didn't understand, but now I get it. It scratches an itch when you hear that sound. I don't really play with the trains very long, but just enough to get that itch scratched. On Wednesday, I was frustrated at work. It was a paperwork day. And then I received my Sadie stickers and paper trail plans, happy mail that night. And now I am finally caught up. And there's that dumpster fire icon. So that dumpster fire icon is because you remember that document reformat project I was talking about a while ago? I was actually talking about it last week. Well, this day, I received words from one of our higher ups that she wants very specific font and sizes. And like that itself is not a big deal. The big deal is the fact that we had decided on a template back in February. It is at this point in time August. So I was like, okay, it's not a big deal, but I had already done like 10 documents based off of this format. So now I have to go back into those 10 documents and ensure that these formatting changes get put into those documents. So while the thing itself wasn't a big deal, it was just the fact that it had cascading effects in other documents. So that's why it was just a dumpster fire day. It was just because of that. It was also a rainy day. And then to kind of combat the bad day, I just finished the night with a planning sesh because playing with my stickers makes me happy. On Friday, I had a early morning, a pre-work Dunkin' run. I was working on that reformat because, had to make sure it was applied to all of the documents. And then this last thing I would like to keep private. On Saturday, I really love this torn paper and the gradient effect it has. It really makes me think of water washing up on the sand. And it's just very aesthetically pleasing to me. So I really wanted to make sure I pulled that in. It would have been better if I pulled it into the other side because I believe one of these strips is at the bottom, but it's okay. It's okay as long as I pulled it in. So on Saturday, we had a breakfast, and then we headed out to the Philadelphia Zoo because my work had an employee appreciation event where we bought tickets for discount. There was ice cream, there was a refreshments, and it was really fun. Bob likes giraffes. He's not really good at the animals that are so far away, but that's okay because he's less than two. He's younger than two. But at the lunch area, there was a train set up, and he was like, "Mama, train." I was like, "I see the train, kid, but you've got to eat first." So his dad took him on the train. I took him on the carousels. We had a lot of fun, but we did struggle to go to bed that night, probably because we had so much fun during the day. On Sunday, I cooked bacon because I am the bacon master in this house, apparently. And then I took a nap with Bub. And then we did a Target run because we didn't do a Target run on Saturday. So we did our Target run on Sunday. So this is the spread. I really so it's not the spread's fault that I have mixed feelings about looking at it, right? It's because I started it before and after the accident that it kind of feels disjointed to me. And it's probably only because I know of the circumstances surrounding it. I had so much fun with the base, but when it came to the day by day, I kind of just wanted to move on. Even though I really wanted to get into my stickers, I kind of just I just want to do something else, right? And again, it's because of that mindset I was in at the time, and it's affecting how I feel about it. And that's not the spread's fault. It's not the sticker's fault. It's not anyone's fault. Um, but I have mixed feelings. It's very pretty. I love the silver with the blue. I love how this scene turned out. I just look at the spread and I have a certain feeling about it because of the circumstances surrounding it. I'm sorry to make this a downer. Let's end on a high note. Like I said, I love the scene. I love how the silver pairs with the blue, and I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like. I hope to do more of these scenes in the future. I do have plans for one in September, so like let's see how that comes out. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love it if you gave the video a like, left a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to my little channel here. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.